We are Linz and Chris.
And we are two blunt moms. Today, our strain is Nugs R1. The only information I could get for you guys is the T to the H to the C percentage. And it was 20.3%.
And we know nothing else.
That's it. That's all. Sorry.
It is what it is.
It said it was delicious, and I agree.
We also partook in,
Starburst. Yes. Yes.
yes,
I finally got to share my homemade. Okay, it's not homemade. I just melted them down. I didn't make the candy. I'm sorry. I don't work at Silver Dollar City. I didn't make the candy. I have made candy, but I did not make it this time. It is just melted down with decarbed. That keef. Yeah.
which is mixed, and we don't know anything about
No,
that
we
either.
don't.
So
No.
we know
So
nothing
we know
today.
nothing today.
We're just going with it.
We're going with it. We're going to talk about
Beauty.
beauty. I think we have both decided and agreed that it was appropriate for us to start um, with what the Bible says beauty is. And in First Peter chapter 3, verses 3 and 4, your beauty should not come from outward adornments, such as braided hair and the wearing of gold jewelry and fine clothes. Instead, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight.
Mm,
That's beautiful.
it is beautiful.
And it means that we all have the potential to be beautiful, but not by the standards of
The world.
the world. Yeah.
And even an unbeliever would agree with this statement that your
Absolutely.
beauty comes
From
from the
within. Yeah,
inside. How long have you
absolutely.
been hearing that?
Yeah. Well, unless you're a model, maybe.
But we've been hearing this our whole lives, but we still struggle. We both wear
Ah.
makeup. We care what our hair looks like.
Yeah.
When
Well,
we go on date night, I try to look my best.
yeah. You want to look
And
good for your man.
exactly. So those cultural beauty standards do still matter to me. But
Yeah.
I do think that we should all be
We.
working
I think.
on the
I think
inside.
the prioritizing, I think, is the problem.
Yes. Making sure what you look like on the outside, you're not making that the most important
Right.
thing.
I think when you're more concerned with your outward beauty than you're concerned with the cleanliness of your heart, there's a problem.
Well,
There's a
the world
problem.
has a really big
They have a
problem right
very
now.
big problem. We have learned a lot this week. Actually, it's been a couple of weeks because we were both sick at different times. But we're back.
We are back.
So, um,
We were talking earlier about where all of these cultural standards for beauty came from and how across the globe they're completely different.
yeah,
Um, what is beautiful here looks absolutely crazy to other people. And
yeah,
the things that I struggle with
yeah.
in other places, those are sought after.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I just live in the wrong place. I don't care because my husband loves me and thinks I'm beautiful.
That's all that matters.
That is all that matters. But I couldn't
And you
imagine
need to
being,
be comfortable in your own skin too, and
yes,
understand that like my problem areas are because I gave birth to two beautiful girls. I
but
don't
is
re-
that really a problem?
It's not a problem. I
It's
have a battle
not.
scar hip to hip.
I have a world map on
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I've
Insta.
got a road
Yeah.
map. All the marks. We've got all the stretch marks on the hips, all of it. Yeah. I
And
don't
that
care.
doesn't even bother me anymore when I stand in front of the
Mm-mm.
mirror. I'm like, every single one of them,
Mhm.
except for two tiny ones, are from my son. And because he was the first one,
Right.
it wouldn't have mattered. But it just, that I wear that proudly.
Mhm.
So I don't know. As I get older, I'm growing into my own skin. I
Mhm.
am feeling more confident, more comfortable. But I could not imagine being a young girl right
No.
now,
No.
growing up with these societal standards that are unattainable.
There yeah, absolutely. I was watching a show. Gosh, I'll be honest, it was the very day when you asked me, "What do you want to talk about on the next podcast? Have you been thinking about anything?" And I had just watched this show, and this supermodel, okay? I'm talking about, like, on covers of, like, Maxim and, like, Sports Illustrated, like,
A beautiful woman.
stunner, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Takes microdoses of GLP-1s.
Is that like Ozempic?
Yeah, or Wegovy or Mounjaro, I mean, take your pick.
And what are the side effects of this stuff?
Well, it's getting pretty rough out there.
Didn't they just
Um,
release something about this?
they did. They did. People's eyes are rotting. They're losing their vision because their eyes are rotting. Yeah. There's a guy on social media and he read the there's a like a black label on the box, like a poison label, you know what I mean? Like, and it warns you that now I haven't read it for myself, but this guy's a doctor. I mean, we're told to trust doctors. Anyway, um he said that he read the insert and it's Gila monster venom
Is that that little gator looking, lizard looking
lizard thing
thing?
in like the desert. Yeah. Like one bite from this lizard and you're dead.
What are they doing?
I don't know, but it would explain the stomach paralysis that people are having. I had a friend go on it and she literally like her digestive system stopped.
I know someone who the only thing that changed recently was that they started Ozempic, a healthy person otherwise,
Oh
had a
yeah.
heart attack.
Yeah, 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 you were telling me that
They were
earlier.
fine,
Yeah,
but that's the only thing that
that's
changed.
crazy. No, thank you.
That's crazy that they
And it
would.
makes you sick at your stomach. Why would you want to take a medicine? Like, why not just get to the root of the problem? And I know, okay, I'm not going to sit here and say that that medicine was created for diabetics
Mhm.
and it does help diabetics.
And every medication has some pretty serious
Right.
side
Right.
effects.
But they still have to, I mean, probably even more, I would say, have to monitor. They do MRIs on the eyes. They have to monitor their eyesight and do MRIs frequently on their eyes because it causes the back for I guess I guess it is I don't know, is it venom? I don't it's
That's
we sound crazy.
crazy.
We sound
There's no
crazy.
words for it. You're over here struggling, and it's because there's no words for it. And it never ceases to amaze me the lengths that some people will go to do things the easy way
They
or
used to
to feel
drink
beautiful.
tapeworms. Models used to drink tapeworms in their water bottle.
No,
They did to stay thin.
the
They
things you will
willingly
do.
took on parasites when all you have to do is just eat an Americanized diet and you'll have parasites.
Oh, goodness.
Just
Truth, truth.
just go ahead.
Mm.
Go ahead and eat that smoked salmon.
I don't know. I find it really sad, and I'm scared for my girls. I have two young adult
Oh yeah,
daughters.
yeah.
And my oldest daughter, she's 20 years old, and I already hear her say things like, if her fiance will let her, then she will get Botox.
Mm-mm.
And because he'd be the one
Mm-mm.
paying for it. And I'm glad he
Mm-mm.
says, no,
Mm-mm.
no.
Why are we willingly putting botulism in our...
But why at 20 years
Don't you
old?
take
That's
the
the
dented
problem.
cans to the desk at the grocery store because there could be botulism in the can, right? Like it's dented and it's rusty. So you take that can and you're supposed to take it up to the front to a manager at a grocery store. Why are we taking that and putting it in our faces?
I didn't even know that. But it's a heart issue. When you're willing to destroy your body, you go in knowing potential dangerous side effects, but you're willing to do it in the name of beauty or what others consider beautiful. That's a heart issue.
It is.
That's a mental
It
issue.
is. It is. I can, I honestly can attest to the
Elaborate.
mental issue on that. The body dysmorphia issue. When I was in high school, like growing up as a kid, I was never like fat, but I was never skinny. And a lot of my friends were skinny because I was a dancer. You know, like I had muscle and I just didn't understand that it was muscle, not fat on me. I thought I was fat. So I was anorexic my junior going into, I would say, probably halfway through my senior year. I struggled with anorexia, and it's not something that you just like snap out of. Um, my mom literally told me if I did not eat, she would take me to the hospital and they would shove a tube down my nose and force feed me. And so I agreed to eat finally. But the thought of food began to make me nauseated when I was going through that. And I have had periods since high school where I've gone through that same problem. Like if I start losing a little bit of weight, I get really excited. And it's so easy for you to just like switch back into that. Food's disgusting. I don't need it. I don't need any of it. It's gross.
How were you feeling mentally during that time? What was the
A
driving
wreck.
force?
A
But what was the
wreck.
driving force? To look like everyone else?
I thought I was finally thin. I was finally what I was supposed to look like. I finally didn't blow off the scale of the BMI chart.
But you were mentally a wreck.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
How
because it was
sad.
never enough. I remember going to my senior year, the first day of school, and being so excited to show off that I had lost all this weight. Like I was so excited. And do you know the first thing somebody said to me? You look like a bobblehead.
Oh, goodness.
I looked like a bobblehead because now my head was too big for my body.
It's never good enough.
It's never good enough.
And that's why it's a heart
Uh-huh.
issue.
Uh-huh. I ended up getting mono because my immune system was a crash, you know. It was like non-existent at that point. So I ended up with mono, not the kissing one. It was, I think there's like A and B are the kissing ones. Those are the typical ones. This was like C or D and they had to send it off to a lab to check it. But yeah. So that's, and then my mom
Your mom
intervened and
intervened.
was like, you have a problem.
I think, especially, you look around in society and it's just people are broken.
Yeah.
They're so broken, but they will make sure that on the outside they're put together, they look good, and it's really quite sad.
It's the enemy. And I'll tell you, because he does not want us to see ourselves the way that the Creator sees us. We are beautifully and wonderfully made in the
Absolutely.
image of God. And that is a major threat to the enemy. If we ever really understood what we look like as believers, to our Father, how do you look at your children?
They're amazing. They're beautiful.
Even when they screw up.
Oh, yeah.
That's how he, you know what I mean? But we can't even imagine, like, on so, like, it's on such a bigger scale. Like, we only get bits and pieces of what he feels. You know, that I've learned more about God's love for me being a parent than I ever understood growing up.
Absolutely. How do we encourage our daughters in that area not to bend to social norms on what's supposed to be beautiful and to worry about what everybody else is wearing and doing? And we need to be encouraging the things that God says
I think,
makes a
yeah,
beautiful young woman.
I think you have to live it.
You
They
Oh, and
have to
how
see
hard
it.
is that?
Yeah.
It's hard.
But I mean, so my kids have seen me go from a full face of makeup, I mean contour, foundation, concealer, blush, the smoky eye, like I did it all. The winged liner, forget about it. You know what I mean? Like it was all highlighter. It was all done. They have seen me go from that woman who would not leave the house without a full face of makeup. Forget about it. You are not catching me out of the, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
To now, I'll, whatever.
I think you also hit a certain age where you just don't really care anymore.
I don't know, because I see a lot of other women my age that, like, they're still struggling, I feel like, because they still got that whole mask on.
I don't think that there's
Like,
automatically an internal issue if someone chooses to do that. But I hope that they're putting more value on what is on the
no,
inside.
that was my point. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So that was my point, is that my girls have seen me go from worrying about all of that to understanding that I don't have to wear makeup and jewelry. I don't have to do my hair to be beautiful because God said I'm
Hmm.
beautiful. My husband says I'm beautiful. They say I'm beautiful. My best friend tells me that I'm beautiful. My parents tell me I'm beautiful. I don't need the world to confirm anything.
Yes.
God's word confirms all that I need.
And what kind of women are we supposed to be raising? What does Proverbs say?
Proverbs.
Because I know that I'm failing in that area. If I'm trying to live up to that standard and worry about the things of who I'm supposed to be and not what I'm supposed to look like,
Right.
what does that look like?
Well, so I just kind of looked up like some key takeaways from it, but the it says devoted to God. Um your kids know that God is first in your life.
Yes.
They know that. I see it. So I don't know how they're with you more than I am.
Yes.
Diligence and work ethic.
Oh, Lord, stop right there.
Well, you're a hard worker though.
I'm tired, man. Okay.
But
Yes.
do
We do need to be teaching them.
You endure through
Yes.
your exhaustion. That's what we do.
Yes. I still have stuff that has to be taken
We
care
Yeah,
of.
I mean, I just went to Silver Dollar City on all the roller coasters with a fever, just so my kids would smile. You do it,
You do it.
you just do it. I'm tell
This
you,
work ethic right here is something that me and my husband have noticed. We really need to be pouring into
same.
our little kids, and because it just doesn't exist anymore.
No, it doesn't.
And the only way to teach that is I used to have a friend who would tomato steak her children. If they weren't doing what they needed to be doing, she would stake them next to her for an entire day and they worked with her. And I think that's great. It teaches them work ethic. If you're not
She
going to do the
has
little bit I give you,
She's a
you can work.
saint,
Yes,
is what she
yes.
is. I don't even know, but kudos to this friend.
Hmm.
The next one is wisdom and kindness. She speaks with wisdom, offers kind instructions, and shows generous a generous and caring spirit to others. I think I need to work on the kind instructions. My problem is, though, is that with the kind instructions, is it not kind to tell them the truth?
It absolutely
Would it
is.
not be the ugly thing to do if I didn't tell someone the truth?
Yeah, I don't think that's unkind at all.
I've been told several times that I'm unkind for that, just because they don't want to hear it.
Well, that's a they problem.
Yeah. It always comes from, like this says, a caring spirit. Like, it's never out of a place of hate.
Right, right. I care about you. You're
Yeah.
going to have to step up your game.
Preparedness. She is not lazy or idle, but actively prepares for the future, ensuring her household is clothed and well provided for. Lately, like the last not lately, the whole last year, I have failed at this mission.
There are seasons.
I have failed this whole last year at this one. No, we already read that one. Integrity. Her actions reflect her inner virtue as she works with integrity and provides for the poor. That's a good one.
That is a good one. I'm not doing that either.
I think so.
Does it count if we are poor and I am pro?
You're trying to help provide for, yeah, it counts.
I'm just teasing. I think it could mean so much more than
You're
that.
up there working in a auto body shop trying to help your husband. Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, you're
That
right.
counts.
And that ties into the
And it
family
does. Yeah,
FBS.
the next one, family focus. She is a loving wife and a nurturing mother whose care and concern for her husband and children are evident.
I master
We
that
got that
one.
one on lock.
Yes.
High five.
Boom.
Got that
And
one.
they better know that.
They better. I'm telling you, my
Or I
kids better.
quit.
Right.
Anyways. All
For
right,
real
listen,
though.
ladies, you are beautiful. It doesn't matter what the world says. It's so
Hmm.
cliche. We hear this all the time, but we really just need to not care so much about that and really be focused on the things that make you a beautiful, spirited woman.
Yes.
That is so, and
Amen.
again, so cliche,
But
but
it's true.
you can be so beautiful. But if you are ugly on the inside, you're instantly ugly.
Oh yeah.
It just is what it
It
is.
shows.
So I would rather age gracefully, still feel confident in myself and beautiful to my
Right.
husband,
Yeah.
and still just be trying to
And we're
better
gonna get
myself
a
on the
new
inside.
body anyway one
Word.
day. So
So
I'll
quit
just
worrying
I'll
about
just
it
wait on that one because that one's not gonna wear out.
and just focus on the inside stuff that's going to
Yes.
help you get that new body.
Amen. Amen.
Anyways, all right, people, we will see you next week,
We
right?
love you. Yes, next week because we're
Okay,
back,
that's
baby.
right.
We are
And
back.
better than ever.
That's right. We love y'all and we will see you next week.
Bye bye.